magma. So
Oh, that's right. I need to get in there. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
One more thing that I forgot. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Creative Block. I went to the live screen to talk, and we weren't quite ready, but it's fine. This is gonna be a loose one. It is my first one with my guest Rich back. Let's bring him on. I think this is our only screen that has him. So hello.
Hello.
And that isn't good
I
because that
I can't see you
no, you
on
can't. But the
oh,
good thing is everybody can see. I'm gonna kill this and start again because hold on a second.
okie dokies.
It's nope. Why aren't you showing me my thing? No, that's not what I'm on. The magma capture was, yeah, poop.
How you doing, Cat?
Well, so first off, for everybody that might have tuned in and might be watching, I just got done with a little jam session. I got to go play music with a friend of mine for the first time, which was very, very cool.
That's awesome.
And so, once you get into, do I have a guest for Rich? Is there? There should be. I thought there was a guest info for Rich. There's a host name, Emily. I guess I only have one guest thing, so I'll just no, that I don't know. Whatever. Can I duplicate it? There, fine. Okay, so there's Rich, and your pronouns are he, him. Oh. Okay. So that part is out of the way. The code to join the video is now hidden, which it wasn't at first, which that sucks. Because we use it in the same code over and over again. So I might need to change the code now, or I don't know. We'll figure out. But yeah. Oh wait, and why? Oh shit! No, that just screwed up my she hers. Okay. So you need a he. Oh, there it is. There's a he him. Oh, there it is. I found it. There is a guest Rich and a he him. Okay. I didn't need to change Ashley's. That is a separate thing.
Oh!
Easy enough to fix, but I was just like, why am I now he him? And it's because there's one she her, and there is a he him that was hidden that I needed to find. Okay, so yes, I was in a band quite a while ago, and it was one of those great things where we broke up, and then the band actually reformed without me. A month later or so. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't remember the timeline anymore. But they reformed without me later, and yeah. So my time in a band quickly came to an end, and that was the last experience I've had in a band. And so when I moved to Australia last year in April, I sold my drum kit to a friend, and there is a house with a friend, Amanda Bonanza from this channel. Her friend has a house with guitars and amps and stuff, and a friend of his lent him a drum kit. So there is a drum kit set up in their living room. So I've gone and I've jammed with him, and then now I'm jamming with his wife, Dakota, and because Jabe is in a band with Amanda and doesn't really have time for another project, and they don't need a drummer in their band. It's too like loungy, whatever. So yeah, but this is my first time hearing Dakota's music and jamming with her, and it is like good rock stuff, and I'm very excited about it. We did some very fun things today. I only played on 2 songs actually, but she played 5 total songs for me, and so we've got some good stuff, and I'm just really excited to start that process again because I love the creative stuff, obviously, and it is magical how music comes together. I love it. It's just so fun.
Yeah. I used to play the cello. I haven't in almost 30 years, but
Ooh.
whenever I hear people getting back into music, it's like, oh, there's hope for me too. But I'm glad. I'm glad that this is starting for you. That's great. I wish you the best with it.
Yeah, thank you. It looks good. The problem is so I just had breast augmentation surgery December 9th.
Right.
So, you were asking how my New Year's has been. Like that was my Christmas present to myself. Was getting boobs, and so it's just been recovering ever since. We are at just shy of a month then, and I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to do all of the things today, but I was. It was wonderful. This was my first like foray into that, and in 7 days I go in for facial feminization surgery, and I'm gonna be sort of laid up. I'm gonna be laid up for the better part of a month. So
Ooh, yep.
it was sort of our only chance to squeeze this in. You know how the holiday stuff was. We weren't able to do it before, so I'm like, let's do it. Recorded everything, so I've got recordings to practice or to at least listen to at some point. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to practice because I don't currently have a drum kit here. I have an electric one that really sucks, but that could kind of work. That could help me sort of figure out some things, but it's definitely the lesser of options. Let's see. So you need me to join Magma and send you a link to a canvas.
Yes. I mean, I'm in right now. I mean, if it's possible, I mean, I could send you.
Would that be on my account? Like,
I have. Well, I mean, is there like a special account or something that someone needs to like?
No, I'm just wondering how that works and how like when I come into my Magma, do I have it there or is it just sort of on yours? Well, I guess if I'm invited to it, is it always in my account? Like, do you see our old drawings in your account?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so maybe it's just shared, and yeah, you can share yours with me.
All right. Today is 1/7/26. All right. Let's see.
Are you gonna message me on Discord probably?
I am going to. Let's see. Invite. No, wait a minute. Come on.
Oh, you can invite me straight through Magma, huh?
Yes. I mean, I can do it in Video Ninja, right?
Oh yes, you could yeah, do it there too.
Okay. Sent.
Chat. Copy link. Paste it into Magma. And there we go. Cool. And then I need to fire this up again. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Where did that go? Magma capture. Let me just draw on here to set the boundaries of the video capture.
Oh, okay.
So that I know where the canvas is, versus. Okay, it is very cropped. There's that edge. That's cool. There's that edge, which is cool. We'll shrink that down, and I think there is, oh, too much edge. We don't need that. Well, people will look at the tools. What the heck?
You said cropped, so I figured I'd plant some crops.
You're so clever.
I'm so bad.
I think I've told you. I mean, similar terrible sense of humor. I've told you about. Um, I think you've actually even seen the bad band names list, which is a list of terrible pun band names that
Mm-hmm.
my friend and I have been working on for over
Oh no.
20 years.
Oh no.
And yeah, I added some. I sent him some last night. Let's see what we got here. This was sort of like a 1 or 3 a.m. somewhere in there.
Oh no. I love it already.
Ideas that popped into my head. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got three. Okay, so one of the ones that he sent recently was shower dough. So this is the one that I did last night, and I got like a smirk face from my friend, like a kind of a thing. So I don't know if he loved this one. Spanish mad at doors.
That could be a thing. Is it a mariachi band
I don't.
or better yet, it's not a mariachi band. It's let's see. Hmm. It's not a mariachi band. It's yodeling.
Okay.
It's sort of like in Gilmore Girls where there's a place called Al's Pancake World, but they serve Chinese food because it was going to be too much, tax consequences for them to change the signs on the place. Yeah, that sort of thing.
So you've got the good like sketchy kind of, and I wonder if I can. Yeah, I think I just have a too hard of a line, but it's fine. You're making my drum into a birthday cake. Let's making a snare drum.
No, move this over. Before we went live, folks, I was suggesting to Emily that new year, new drawing hand. So for at least the next few minutes, I am going to draw with my non-dominant hand, which is my
Oh,
left hand.
I like that. I agreed with that idea. I think we should do it. I'm just not quite ready yet. I'm still just doing a little
I
bit of
got you.
drawing here in the background to go along with your beautiful guitar, which has since disappeared.
Yeah, it was due back. It was a rental. Yeah, the ghost of Les Paul wanted to use it for some special occasion.
Another band name from last night, Harangutan.
I have so many questions, but I don't know which one to ask first. Oh boy. How many fingers do we have? 4, 5, 7. I'm starting to go like full on Chris
Like,
Simpson's
see,
artist.
this is you say draw with a non-dominant hand, and I'm still getting used to drawing in on a tablet, and I just feel like my right hand is non-dominant.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about, getting used to drawing with a tablet that you know is challenging for some, because I mean everyone takes to um new I guess canvases differently.
Uh-huh.
people learn at different paces, and I mean that's great. I felt like one of the biggest challenges I didn't realize I had until a few years in, when I realized that the pressure sensitivity was something I needed and something I resisted against. But when I finally accepted, like, hey, you could benefit from this. From there, it was pretty much smooth sailing.
Okay. Yeah, I've got that sensitivity on, and I think maybe you did it right because my brain's still trying to understand it and how to do it, but because so you're able to do good kind of good sketchy stuff, and I'm not there yet, and like my sketchy lines are kind of terrible, and they're still too thick.
You should see what my pencil sketches look like for Lucky Zilla. Oh
Okay.
my god. My god. I can't believe that there are times, and I mean, I'm much more self-critical of my own work than I give myself credence for, but when I was working on the 8th issue of Lucky Zilla, which for those of you who don't know me, I've published 38 issues of a superhero comic by myself. And it's, I mean, on one hand, I think I'm insane. On the other hand, I feel accomplished. And still, on that third hand, or third arm, or third appendage of whatever, I feel like I haven't done enough.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the typical.
Yep. Yeah, I was supposed to publish Lucky Zilla numbers 39 and 40, or at least 39 last year. That didn't happen, as I started up a whole shitload of projects, including an animated feature film, a neurodivergent political satire called Evolution, which is in production and will have voices by Transverse regulars Amanda Bonanza and Lilith Zarling. So, yeah, fun stuff.
Our very own Lilith Electra, yes.
Yes. Yes, we love Lilith.
Lilith is great.
Yes.
So my drum kit sort of kind of came together. There are things. Why does this keep giving me a little quick tutorial on what each thing I'm grabbing is that I've already used? I've already used this tool, and it's just like, do you know what this is? It's like, yeah, hon, I do. I just used that tool a second ago. You don't have to remind me what that tool is or does.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm going on 23 years of having used Adobe Photoshop, and I can't get rid of those tips either. Where it's like, did you know that you can make a selection by? If I didn't know how to make a selection, how the hell did I get any graphic design job ever? Like, yes, I mean, I use Photoshop fairly regularly for my freelance work with Trauma. So yes, I know how to use the marquee tool Adobe.
But thank you for asking, I guess.
Oh no, I don't thank Adobe for asking. I think they really should cut down on the BS that they're doing and focus on trying to get the user base back that they lost. But why would a big corporation do things that make any sense whatsoever?
Well, and I love because so when I lost my job and lost my access to Adobe, I will this do what I need to do? Yeah, this is better. I started looking for free programs, and the one that I found and the one that I use is Affinity. So I use Affinity
Yes.
Designer and Affinity um, Photo. Well,
Sure.
they just merged or were bought out by, I'm not sure, Canva.
Oh God.
And they have released a new version of Affinity where that
Excuse me.
combines both photo and designer, and it's completely free now.
Hmm.
And
That's interesting.
yes, it is, because the business model is that if the pros use it, then they and the people they collaborate with will, because it's integrated into Canva, will use Canva, and then the Canva tools, which have you know, business revenue opportunities built in there for the company. So
Right.
it's kind of cool. So
Hmm.
yeah, I downloaded it yesterday. I used it a very little bit. You know, I was in the middle of a project for Bobby, my friend who is in a band, and decided that I should just stick with what I know for now. But yeah, I'm gonna be switching over to that soon.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, once in a while, I do think about, do I really want to switch over this? But here's the thing that keeps me with Adobe: the blob brush tool in Illustrator. I mean, I don't know what is comparable
Mm-hmm.
to that in Affinity, but if I find something that is that, like to a T, then that's a point in Affinity's direction. Pardon me, allergies.
I was gonna say,
Being
you
stupid.
still sick? I know you were sick over the holidays, and
Mm-mm. No, I was fine. Yeah, it was like everyone else under the sun that I knew who was sick or had a bug or something, whatever the case. And I was just like, well, I hope you feel better. But if you get me sick, I'm gonna kick your ass. So, yeah. Holidays were interesting. I mean, I was glad to see my sister who came in for a visit. Now all of a sudden I have the hiccups, and that's wonderful and distracting.
great.
Yeah, it's amazing how distracting hiccups can be. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at how straight your lines are. There's some setting for smoothing that I'm not using
Mm-hmm.
that apparently I need to.
You can. I mean, you don't have to, but smoothing can be helpful for some things. It can be very unhelpful for others. Like for grass, it can be very unhelpful because, as we know, grass has a certain texture to it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you let's say do a whole bunch of blades at once, and then all of a sudden you stop. At least this happens to me in Illustrator. It'll give you maybe about a fraction of the line work that you were doing,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, I did not want to do that, and you got to go do it again, and it takes you a few more attempts, and then you decide to maybe take off the smoothing thing. I really hope that rodent sees his shadow in a few weeks.
Ooh, you remind me. It's almost time to watch Groundhog Day. That's exciting. I love that movie.
Yes. It is fantastic. Yeah. Watching you draw a guitar, I'm like, yeah, I missed so many things. Because I was trying to draw it off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm kind of a cheat because I did just see one.
Also, in 6 days' time, I will be teaching a cartooning workshop at my local library, the Sachem Public Library
Nice.
here in Holbrook, Long Island, New York. I mean, on one hand, I shouldn't really say where, I'm doing something or where I live, but at the same time, any of the transphobic twats in the world that want to come find me, I mean, really, I'm actually quite boring in person. For those who don't know me, I mean, I've made a lot of good friends over the years, but at the same time, I'm not looking to exp- expand my circle.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's in, it's like you're in. Everyone else, we'll see.
Yeah, I had somebody from the community that was reaching out and asking to for me to accept their friend request on Facebook, and it's just like, oh, like that's where my friends and family are at. Like
Yeah,
Instagram is fine, but like Facebook is like is that yeah, that's like friends and family, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm really comfortable like having people that I don't know super well yet there. So
yeah, yeah. I didn't know that you were still on Facebook. I'm surprised I'm still on Facebook. There are so many reasons why I want to leave Facebook
uh huh.
altogether, but I don't, because there are some people on there that I do care about, that I am able to interact with in a positive way, so I keep it for them.
Yeah, it's just easy to deal, to talk to family and stuff on there, and like I
Right.
said, lots of friends, and that's what the point of that is for me. And so just like people I don't know super well, it's like, ah, oh, that's not really that's not
Yeah.
really what this page is about.
Yep. Like, I
I'm
mean, if a total stranger friend requests me, I'm gonna research them, because I'm not letting any idiots in. Like, if I see someone in a MAGA hat in their profile picture, I'm like, yeah, instant block.
yeah.
I don't make a habit of stalking other pages or any of that. I'm just like, yeah, if I don't know you, or chances are if I don't recognize your name or your photo, I'm probably just gonna, move right along and hit the block button. And who was it that's like, ain't nobody got time for that?
Yeah. The the lady on the news.
Oh, okay.
The height isn't correct currently, but that's fine. Let's move this in a little bit more.
I think I just totally gave up on drawing with my left hand. I was just like, nah, I'm having fun already. I don't need to have too much fun. Especially when the edibles start kicking in. I'll have way too much fun.
Oh, are you enjoying yourself with some extra enhancements, basically?
Maybe. I before I jumped on with you, and after I vacuumed, I was animating some more of my um, series Narcoleptic Seahorse Pigeons. I
Uh,
was doing a cold open segment. You know how Saturday Night Live and some shows have an opening segment before the main title or the theme song or whatever.
yeah.
I started doing that at the beginning of season 2 of Narcoleptic, and now it's just become a thing. Most of the time, the cold opens are videos of my cats being my cats. So
Uh,
I'm like, yeah, let's show all 62 people that watch this show my cats being my cats. It ended up being a special feature on the Narcoleptic Seahorse Pigeons Volume 2 Blu-ray. So I figured, let's keep up the momentum. And this time, I decided to try out some characters that have been in my head for years. I don't even know how many years at this point. Called the Explodicans. They're a failed toy line that failed because they were sabotaged. There's like 4, maybe 5 of them. I haven't decided, and they exploded, and someone got hurt. So it's like, yeah, they're abandoned now. They're doing whatever they're doing. I haven't figured that out either. But among them is a ballerina, an aardvark, a pig waffle looking sort of creature, and a creature that has a foot for a head, feet for hands, and feet for feet. Because I don't know. So the aardvark's name is Lardvark because he's chubby and adorable,
okay.
and he has a timer on his belly, so kind of gives you some warning. The foot creature is named Dead Tonate because this is the Explodicans, so naturally there's going to be explosive puns. Because detonate, dead toe Nate, and he's missing his center toe in his head. He
Okay.
served in so yeah, and then there's a pig waffle creature whose name is Devin Bacon.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But the ones that I chose to animate for this sequence were Dead Tonate and Lardvark. Lardvark explodes like 3 seconds into the newscast. They're doing a newscast, and there's something that takes place on the White House lawn, but it's nothing. It's just another creature that they interview who says nonsense, and then it goes right into narcoleptic seahorse pigeons. And the creature that gets interviewed is the hippo shark, cross between a hippo and a shark. In
Okay.
case you couldn't figure that out, which, but I mean, I could have made it a cross between a I don't know, chinchilla and a giraffe, but that's maybe getting a little too far away from what I'm trying to accomplish, especially when the workshop I'm teaching is about character development, the creation of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, but where was I going with this? Yeah, but Hippo Shark, all Hippo Shark does is just his pupils are spinning around, rotating, and because everyone has a catchphrase, his catchphrase is $1 for no reason. He just screams $1.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, and I wasn't high when I came up with him. I actually did a drawing of him. I don't know, something like 10 years ago, came up in my Facebook memories, which I almost never check my Facebook memories now. Maybe there's someone in them that I don't talk to anymore, someone who really pissed me off, someone who I pissed off.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, just I can't stand Facebook, and yet somehow I'm still on it. And among the things I do on Facebook is I moderate a group called Comics Are Good, where we talk about comics, of which I own many.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do I make comics, I also read a lot of comics, and I have a lot of comics. Case in point, I love Superman.
Nice. Wow.
This here is one of the oldest comics that I own. This is Superman number 35, dated July, August 1945. I won't say what I paid for it, but it's not as valuable as you would think. In fact, the description of that book made me fell in love with it. The seller said that the book wants to be cornflakes because the pages are brittle as hell. Like you fold a corner of a page, and that's it. It pops off.
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, I am not going to pay through the nose for this, but at the same time, I want it. Some of you nerds may remember when Henry Cavill had a mustache during the filming of Justice League, and there's Soups many years before that with a mustache.
Wow.
I mean, it's probably a fake mustache, but shame on you, Warner Brothers. Not only could they not make a decent Superman movie for, I don't know, 35 years.
God damn it. What is it doing?
Oh, what happened?
I keep touching my mouse because it's sort of close to me on the desk, and it keeps taking me to another canvas for some reason.
Well, cut that out.
And then when I come back, it always puts me on the wrong layer. It's just being very strange.
That's looking great.
Yeah, like
that's looking so great.
Better than I would have thought. Like yeah, I don't do sort of realistic things out of my head very well, and I'm happier with this than I thought I would be.
Yeah, everyone, finds their way somehow, some way. It could be between drawings. It could be over the years. It could even be between strokes. And even though it's a bit later in the day, I mean, I'm gonna have to find a way to. I mean, I wrote all this down, but when I get in the room with the students that are going to be between 6th grade and 12th grade, I'm just going to keep telling them, your art is your art. It's your art before it's everyone else's, to critique or rip apart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you have control over the noise. It may feel like you don't, especially if you have a bunch of people with eyes on you constantly saying like, oh yeah, your work sucks, and it's like, what do you know? What do you got? I've gotten some negative comments, and I've learned how to deal with them in different capacities. Because on one hand, it's like it's very easy for someone to say, oh yeah, this sucks, but what is that person bringing to the world in pointing something out that is entirely subjective to begin with? So it's your art first before anyone else's. When you're ready to show it, you show it, and you don't have to show it, but it's entirely up to you. And don't beat yourself up. Everyone makes mistakes. Among other things, that's how we learn. Because if we don't learn, then do we really need to keep doing this? I mean, we do want to get better, and getting better, takes some learning. A whole lot of it. And sometimes you never stop learning.
Did I get this right for how to switch between colors? I think so. This generic person, I'm not sure if they're man or woman, has some pretty decent sized hands. Let's make the guitar purple.
I like my frog.
I like my band member here.
Yeah. I feel like my frog needs some hair.
Frog hairs.
Yeah. Because frogs totally have hair. I mean, that's a thing, right? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's all. I've always heard it as a measurement. Like if it's something is super close, it's like a frog's hair.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Interesting.
they have hair, it's very very fine.
Right.
And then we'll go even darker for the shadow. I was just gonna leave this as an outline, and I saw you coloring in the frog, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should do that.
Yeah. No reason not to.
And then we'll do a black neck or a black head, because I think that's pretty standard in the industry to do a black head on a guitar. And the cats start complaining. There we go.
Oh, you hear Jafar.
Uh-huh.
My little black cat. Oh well.
Always gonna be the way it is. Very, very vocal kitty.
Come on in, you jerk. Yes. Come here. You want to come in? You're going to be on the show. No autographs, please.
Hi, Jafar. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Say hello, Emily. Hello. Hello, Transverse fam. What? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? You're going to smack me in the face on for the internet to see? That's not very nice.
Well, it's not very smart, too. We've got video proof of you being abusive here. Never a smart move.
Nah.
But yeah, I'm super excited. I think the songs that Dakota has are nice. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And she seems to really like my input on them as far as like what I've created so far in drums. And I just need more time to practice and get used to them. And so
that's great. Are you learning original songs, or or is this a cover band?
Yeah, no, it's all her original work. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
I always get excited when I hear bands working on original material, because I mean, anyone could be a cover band, but it's the original stuff that is going to, I think, really give you your identity as a band.
Yeah.
So never be afraid to do original material, because I mean, and what I'm also going to be telling my students is, when in doubt, when you feel like everything you draw sucks, write your name. The reason why you write your name is because at some point your name didn't exist. Like, I mean, I'm not going to get into religion and why I think the vast majority of religion is misinterpreted up the wazoo.
Yeah.
But there was a time where certain things just did not exist yet. Language, politics, clothing, that had to be created somehow. ways of identifying certain things. It's
See how
like,
different that is.
I'm rubber, you're glue, even. It's like someone had to, figure out how to connect the dots on something. So someone figured out what your name looked like. If they can do it, there's nothing you can't do. It's just a matter of figuring it out and figuring out what that means to you, for you, about you.
I'm changing from the beigey lines to black ones by filling, which is it's a long process, but
Yes, it can be.
I should do the actual artist thing, which is just come back over the top and um, draw everything. You draw a second layer on top that's smoother and all that. But I like
Yeah.
the rough, and it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with stuff being rough.
I think this person's sort of transcoded, like a lot of femme, still some mask, like got some curves happening and some straight boxy bits, some big hands.
Right.
But
I dig it. All right, let's see. Whoop. I want to merge this down. I'm glad I know I can do that.
so can we zoom in a bit on this? Got a little bit too much of a grab here. It should be more of a
Oh no.
open finger kind of a thing, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Why is the pen working so big? Because I changed the size of my... Because I should be able to press hard and get the thick lines, but I should be able to do thin lines easily as well.
Right. I'm wondering, how do I... Oh, here we go. Whoa. Yeah, there we go.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Here, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me erase the throne that is now in front of you.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Well, now...
Oh, you were...
Now he appears to potentially be sitting on it, sitting at the drum kit, ready to go.
Maybe, just maybe, he's playing an invisible drum kit. Like Wonder Woman has an invisible jet, which is see-through. I've never seen a full beginning to end episode of the Linda Carter Wonder Woman, but I have seen some of the footage from it of the invisible jet, and I'm like, oh shit, that's perfect. But hey, this is your drawing too. I just figured I'd throw in my 2 cents.
The invisible drum kit is awesome. I love that. I'm just blocking out.
Sure.
I'm not erasing your drawing, obviously. It's just
yeah.
my layer on top, but
and let's see, what can I add to this next? I get some Trader Joe's potato chips in my system.
Nice. That's very crunchy. I went to hang out with Amanda last night. We went for a little bit of a hike. That was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. Nice to get out of the house and hang out with her. We haven't been able to hang out in person in a while, so not consistently. So he's a 7-toed frog?
8. He has 8 fingers on his left hand. He's a polydactyl frog.
Oh, we need a drawing of a polydactyl pterodactyl.
I love it. I think I'm gonna have a vocalist with a tambourine.
Nice, yes.
Yeah, and she's gonna be a big girl.
Mama Cass style.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. One of the things I did yesterday, I went and I bought, oh, that's a really pretty face. Holy crap.
It's been a while since I've drawn like human faces because I normally would if I were drawing Luckyzilla, which I have to haul ass on that if I want to get it out by like late February or early March so that I can focus my attention on issue 40, the milestone issue 40. Not going to get into too many particulars on that because I don't want to spoil things for the Transverse at large. But really, really, really cool shit is coming. Wait till you see it.
See, this is the problem. I am less interested in drawing and more interested in just watching you go through this. But that's fine. It's part of my education. I get a free class every week. This is great.
Happy to oblige.
Hey, baby, just so you know, I am on camera on stream, so.
And I saw you on there. So I was like, ah, okay, cool.
Did you hear me, hon? Okay.
Flagged or anything. I am doing a rough drawing. Twitch gods, this is what a drawing looks like before it grows up. So don't flag this if you don't mind.
I don't know enough about stuff to know how it would get flagged for any silly reason, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what having things run by automation does. I mean, for one thing, it doesn't work particularly well because, you know, when you report spam or you report harassment on a social media platform, 9 times out of 10 you're told, "Oh yeah, we didn't find anything to tear this thing down," and it's like, oh,
That bite.
problems that we have with the world. Because I mean, if a computer won't deal with it, why should a real person?
Yeah.
And I just realized I have nieces.
You just realized this?
What's up?
You just realized this? That's a startling realization. Big reveal.
I have nieces that are fairly young, one who's a teenager. And I realized as my wife and I were coming home from someone's house, their existence in this world now means that they are likely to reach the next century. Like they're likely going to live to 2100 or beyond. What is that world going to look like for them?
Oof.
Because I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 2100.
Oh no,
I mean,
yeah, no chance.
yeah, I mean, it's hey, advances in lifespans have been a thing, but at the same time, I mean, if I were to live to, let's see, I was born in 1985, so if I live to 2100, then that makes me 115
15,
years
yeah,
old.
115, yeah.
Yeah, and very few people have lived to 115.
I just think it sounds gross. I just think that sounds like a life that I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I mean, it depends on your health. Like, I mean, Betty White looked great right up until her end, and like, if you can be solid right up
yeah,
into the end, and you know, functioning and doing all your stuff, and that's wonderful. I'm all for that, but I don't know. It's just
yeah.
like the ways that our bodies start to fall apart at 40. I can't imagine what
My knees,
115.
my knees, my
I
knees hate me.
I just picture 115 being Captain Pike from the original Star Trek series. You're just you're just in that box, and there's just a single light that lights up for yes or no. Like,
Hmm. Now, is he still played by Jeffrey Hunter?
I don't. Is Jeffrey Hunter the original guy who played Pike?
Yes. Yeah, the original Captain Pike was Jeffrey Hunter.
Well, I love that they really used him. You know, in subsequent. Well, I guess it was just the one episode that he featured in, but
Yes.
they used that same actor in the weird wheelchair thing.
Hmm.
Very fun, very disturbing, very disturbing. Like, yeah, and I just like picture that being my future at 115,
Right.
unable to move, unable to do anything, unable to communicate around
Right.
in just some sort of wheeled device, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, quality of life is a big one because you live to, let's say, 85, and I mean you still got all your so-called wits about you, and you're not on a respirator, you're not you know
Or carrying
I'm
around
not
that
I'm not
tank of
gonna get
oxygen, yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and yeah, this is it's a tough thing to continue on, but because there are people that are living this experience now, but yeah, it's one of those where when we're young and healthy, we like to talk about how we could never do that, and there's no way that we would stick around that long,
right.
even if it was an option. And then you age, and you're just like, no, I'm fine. I'm gonna keep going.
Hmm.
No reason to stop now.
I think I'm gonna give her a dress with a belt.
Nice. Like I said, I just kind of want to watch. Like, I'm amazed at the details you're able to do, like your fingers, your face. Ah.
Hmm.
I just need to sit down and just play with this for hours and hours and hours. I just need to spend like a couple hundred hours in this thing. What did I do? I don't even honestly know what sketchbook I used last week. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. I started a landscape.
Oh, I'm not looking at Twitch right now. If you're showing it, let's see.
Yeah, and the camera won't really focus on it, but it's a it's
Ah, no,
it's
not Sora.
it's a purse on a bench under a willow tree in front of a
Oh,
lake.
okay.
And so it's with my my typical go-to, the Pilot G2 pens in all kinds of colors, and
Hmm.
yeah, so that's what I was doing last week in my favorite
Very
media.
nice. Very nice.
Oh, what is this? That's something I accidentally picked up. It is something I accidentally picked up. I have all of these like flyers here, which
Hmm.
are the the digital movie codes for
Okay.
most of my library, and I don't know why I have them here and what I'm gonna do with them, but it's like I should record that. I've never used a digital copy of a movie. I need somebody to tell me like how to do that or what to do with it. There she
Right.
is. Is this a Dory sticker? No, it's actually the code. Well, that's so stupid.
Yeah, the thing with those codes is depending on when the disc release came out, those codes may or may not work anymore, which is always a pain.
Ah,
Um, yeah, so let's say I think Finding Dory was what, like 2014, 2015, and the Blu-ray came out. Let's say 6 months later, there's a chance those codes don't even freaking work.
oh God.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
that's the dumbest thing ever. That's why
I
I
know.
just I hate it. I'm an old school. I'm a hard
Yeah.
media girl. So like I'm actually building up my collection of DVDs right now. I'm not
Oh,
like switching over to digital or to streaming because I mean like the Disney Channel is so disappointing with the things that they choose to put out. Or not the Disney
right.
Channel, but the Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yes.
Like the things that you're able to stream and the things that they don't even have from their own library
Yeah.
is really disappointing.
Oh, big time. I mean, we could get into the things that people have spoken about ad infinitum, but we won't. Um, and I would agree with certain things not being on streaming because it means the adults that are in the room that are having the rational conversations about movies like Song of the South, those would just descend into mudslinging if that movie just went up on there.
Uh-huh.
So I say in that regard, stick to the bootlegs. It's much better off. Because Disney doesn't really have much of a spine to admit to many of its past.
Transgressions.
Yeah,
Oh no, no,
yeah. There
it's
was there was a Mickey Mouse children's book that was published in the United Kingdom about 1934 that used the N word in its text. I found it on eBay. I didn't buy it, but I did see it, and I was just like, well, that was not on my bingo card today.
there we go.
And
I figured out I just did a really cool thing. If anybody was watching or anybody I know you weren't able to because you're doing your drawing. I cut and pasted the outline of my character and scaled it up, and I cut and pasted the coloring of my character and I scaled it up so that the band is in better proportion now. And I just that was a new trick,
you're never too old to learn new tricks.
right?
And it's yeah, I'm very happy to hear that.
Oh, there's Chris. Hi, hon. How are you? When did you jump in?
Chris. I don't know Chris. Do I know Chris?
My assistant Raina's wife.
Oh, cool. Hi, Chris. I'm not even looking at the chat.
Well, it
And that's
has
only
not the big a deal. It's been very quiet chat, so
the YouTube chat or the
both. Yeah, yeah. Things are quiet today. So the thing, this is still. I mean, we're in the process of just basically revamping and we're on the verge of like revamping, and we're trying to figure a lot of things out. We're discussing the future of the transverse, the channel, the shows, all of that, and um, yeah, one of the things is that I have been experimenting this entire show, the entire run of the show, with streaming straight out of OBS because OBS allows that now.
Right.
The problem is that when you stream through Restream, it sends out a promo to YouTube and Twitch, so people know the show is coming. And so this one, like, people don't. And plus, I wasn't really sure because I had the jam session earlier. I wasn't sure I'd make it in time, and technically, I kind of didn't. I was right not to promote it because it was a very close call making it for Showtime. But yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out the right way to promote the shows and the right way to schedule things and the content. There's a lot to talk about and to think about.
Oh, bear with me one moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I can't even. I forget my my pen is locked to the top monitor. I'm watching everything in OBS on this monitor down here. The chats are over here on this monitor, right up against where the lens is at. So that's the behind the scenes magic there. But what even is that? There's a weird artifact on this screen. But anyways,
Here we go.
what I missed? I don't know. I was doing a whole thing and then I forgot what I was talking about. So, you missed me spinning off into nothingness.
Oh, okay. No judgment here.
I'm just too busy watching you. I don't even know what I want to do. I'm gonna go mute for a sec.
Hey, baby boy. What you do?
All right, I'm back. I'm going on mic again.
Okie dokies.
So yes, off camera here is Ashley.
Oh, Ashley.
Oh, it didn't. Okay, so I scaled up the outline and I scaled up the coloring for the character, but it didn't put them on separate layers. They're still on the original layers. That is not what I wanted, and kind of a strange. That's kind of strange. Yeah, I guess you have to create a new layer and paste it. And wow, interesting.
You can also merge layers down.
Yeah, I want to do the opposite. I want to unmerge. I wanted to put my guitarist on a separate layer, and so I cut them out and then I pasted them, but it doesn't automatically paste into a new layer.
So that's a pain.
Again, learning new things, learning all the things. It's great.
Yes.
And it's weird how it pastes in, like, it just sort of pastes it in wherever it wants. It doesn't really necessarily go where it was before. Well, I guess it's going from a layer with other things to its own layer, so I guess that could make sense. But
you're like, do the thing, and it's like, what thing? The thing that works. Work. Do the thing.
and it just does not compute.
Nope. Yeah, every time I hear the phrase "does not compute," I think of my paternal grandmother, who, whenever we were out, because I would take her shopping since she didn't drive, um, someone would ask her for her email address, and she'd be like, "I don't compute." A very nice way of saying, not only do I not have an email address, even if I did have one, you're not getting it.
Uh-huh.
Yep. My grandmother has been gone for 5 years. I miss her. But hey, you know, her quality of life was diminishing in the last few years, so.
Yeah, we just covered that section.
Mm-hmm. But there are certain things that just, and it's very few, and I mean you could definitely speak to this, I'm sure, and anyone else that's watching could likely relate to this. There are certain things that just never get old. I mean, there are certain things you can't probably watch all the day, all the time, every day. Maybe the edible's starting to kick in. Like, I mean, I make a joke like Jurassic Park. I feel like I could watch that movie all day and not get tired of it. Obviously, there are other things that I like to watch besides Jurassic Park, but it's that good a movie to me.
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy is never not funny to me. I mean, I first saw them when I was 6 years old. I didn't get them, but it was only after, like, I think a second viewing that I'm just like, wow, this is pretty freaking cool. And last night I went to a silent film screening about 30 minutes from my house with live music. And I feel like that is the best way to see a silent film, especially if it's a Laurel and Hardy film. There is a few volumes of their silent film work from Flickr Alley. So you physical media nuts, hint hint, are going to want to get your hands on those because the restorations are beautiful. I know some of the people that are involved with restoring the stuff, and the stuff is probably it hasn't looked this good since they were on the set making them back in 1927, 8, and 9.
Wow.
Yeah. And the commentary tracks in particular are interesting because, I mean, it's not like you're missing any dialogue because there is no spoken dialogue. And a bunch of the people that are on the commentary tracks are West Coasters anyway, and they're very approachable, like Randy Skredvet, who is, so far as I know, he's LGBT. He and his husband have been married for quite a while, and he's a really, really, really nice guy who writes a lot of books about Laurel and Hardy and is a really cool dude.
Nice.
Yep. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about certain communities like that, where people, fans especially, are very approachable, and you know you can nerd out with them about just about anything as long as you're not creepy about it. Yeah. I mean, once in a while I'll post something and he'll see it and he'll take it to heart. And you know, I try not to tag people too much in Facebook posts because that can get really annoying, especially when someone is tagging you in some multi-level marketing nonsense.
Oh, those have been so frustrating lately.
Yeah. There was someone that I graduated from high school with who just, you know, started messaging me out of the blue few times over the years, he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to get a hold of your comics," and I'm like, "Yeah, here's the link to my website. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, everything's there, and thank you in advance." Never got anything from it, and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. But oh, and all of a sudden, I froze.
You did?
Yeah.
Not watching your video. Oh no, you're not frozen for me if you're talking about like video stuff.
I'm frozen in magma.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Let's reload that. Ah, bingo.
Bingo bongo.
Yep. Speaking of bingo, I won $45 in bingo the other night. My
Wow.
wife and I went to bingo in our condo community, and it was fun. I could say why, but being that my wife doesn't like to discuss certain things that she and I do together on social media or live when she's not in the room, I'm gonna respect that. But we had a lot of fun.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah. Yep. So you started collecting DVDs again. Where are you getting them from? Are you getting them from record stores or libraries?
Thrift shops.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's a very hunt. It's very hunt related process.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm going through lots of stuff and just always on the search for certain things.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have goals in mind, or are you just going in blind, thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I'm necessarily looking for anything specific. Let's just see what catches my eye."
It's a little bit too much of the latter. I would prefer that it was a little more disciplined and, um, like there have been some things recently that I bought without, I liked Dirty Rotten Scoundrels back in the day, but I haven't seen it in a very long time. So I don't know if I like this movie or care,
Yeah.
but I bought it going like, oh, I like that back in the day, and then I'll check Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like, oh, it's got a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'll pick it up, and it's just like, that's not really what we're doing here.
Yeah.
That's not the right idea. It should be like, oh yeah, I love this movie. I wanna fill it in. But then it's also like paying $2 to buy a DVD at a thrift shop is just basically a really good rental price.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, that's how I feel about laser discs. Laser discs I can get for like maybe $4 at record stores. I don't see them in thrift stores very often, but when
Uh,
I do, I'm very tempted to you know bring home what I get, unless it's stuff that I already have, which is happening much more frequently.
well, yeah, because the DVD selection is extremely finite because they quit making DVDs a very long, or they quit making Laserdiscs a very long time ago. So yeah, you've got a extremely finite inventory.
Oh yeah, like I mean, the peak of Laserdisc production was probably like 1993. If I had to guesstimate, there is someone I could ask who may or may not still be on Facebook, unless he left there because of all the reasons I want to, and finally said to hell with it. And he provided some technical consultation on a volume of Lucky Zilla that I published in 2023,
Okay.
which incidentally was about laser discs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it
I see
was.
the tie-in. I see why he was
Yeah,
involved.
it
Okay, there we
was.
go.
Yeah, it was very appropriately titled "Flipping Out," because if you've had laser discs, then the entire movie isn't on one side of the disc, and you gotta flip it over in order to keep watching.
Yeah. The unfortunate side effect of Laserdisc and record love. If you love vinyl records and Laserdiscs, you'll be doing a lot of flipping over your days.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just because this tambourinist that I'm drawing is a black woman. I am trying to be very, very conscious of how I'm drawing her, how I'm drawing her hair, which seems to be very sacred to people of color, at
Oh
least
yeah,
in certain cultures. But I mean, there is really something special about every person's appearance and what they pride themselves in, what their identity is. And I mean, I'm just kind of rambling, but you kind of might understand where I'm going with that.
oh yeah,
I'm trying to respect, a an actual person's identity, even though the person I'm drawing is fictional.
yeah.
Like, I mean, this person has a smile on their face, and I want anyone watching this who may be similar in appearance to this person to be like, yeah, somebody sees me like that. That's great. I feel good about that.
I love that technique for the hair that you've done. That looks really, really good and
Thank you.
authentic. I do dig that.
Yeah.
Mine is so sloppy. I just
Oh, stop.
I can't wait till I get to that level of being able to,
Yeah.
draw more consistently, draw a little bit cleaner, and oh, changed my color on accident.
eBay is trying to get me to buy more comics. I've spent a lot of money on eBay in the past year, and I shouldn't have, but whatever. When I was still working at a particular job that I will not name, it was a hospital setting, and I was looking to share my accumulating collection with the patients at said hospital. At a certain point, it was kind of frowned upon, and
Okay.
I think I know exactly who frowned upon it, and that person will remain nameless as well. But there are things that I don't forget and that I can really hold a grudge against. So that person knows who they are. And from what I understand, they are very miserable at that job since I left. And I'm glad that they're miserable because they're a miserable person.
Well, and you, as far as I understand, you didn't leave of your own accord, correct?
Yeah. It's a
So
long story, but you're on the right track.
so yeah, even more power to the person that a, a person who doesn't know the story could extrapolate that it could have been uh, their doing in a way, and now they're reaping what they've sown, and it's always great when that happens.
Karma's a bitch, and especially there could have been other things like someone may have heard me discussing trans rights, and I like to say that I am active with the trans community. I don't typically go to protests, but once in a while, if I feel like you know my presence there can help, and there are friends of mine that are thinking of going, but they're not 100% sure. If my going will help them feel good about going, or if their going makes me feel good about going. I see the way that they prepare, and I'm just like, yeah, I can do this, and then I will.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. There are some changes that are happening with local trans organization near me. Um, I won't say too much. Most people on that watch, I think, are West Coasters, so they wouldn't know anyway. But
Yeah.
I'm happy to report that there are some good things that are happening on our coast.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been a very tough
Oh,
year, and so hearing any kind of positive news is a good thing. That's something we're looking at trying to incorporate into what we're doing a little bit is reporting
yeah.
on some of the good news. So
Yes.
hopefully we'll get something out about that, something along those lines very soon.
Yeah. I mean, there. I've seen people criticize Aaron Reed, Aaron in the morning.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Just with with the stories that come out. But as much, because I mean, Aaron seems to, what little I know about her. I know she's married to Zoe Zephyr.
Yep.
Um, what little I know about her, she reports on everything, good and bad. And for those doubters, Aaron reports. I at least I'm seeing just as much positives as there are, negatives.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and also Aaron's teeth are fine. Shut up. Like, the cheap shots get people nowhere.
Oh yeah, that kind of crap is.
Yeah,
People are so petty and childish. It's very sad.
yeah. Erin and her wife are very, very lovely people. I
Yeah.
wish I could say I knew them. I know them personally, but uh, Zoe represents the district of that one of my friends lives in. Obviously, I'm not naming names, but there's good things happening, and I mean there are even Republicans over there that like her, and I'm like, wow, that wow. I mean, I know it's possible. Does
Mm-hmm.
it happen? I'm sure it does, but some people are just talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't think there is any Kool-Aid. I think it's glue. I think they're all drinking glue, and not the kind, like sniffing white out or whatever. I mean, literal Elmer's glue.
What is happening here? Oh, it is. This is what I wanted to tell you. But wait, what is this? No, the opacity's good. What if I just did like white? What would happen? Oh, I can't go back any further. No, it's just the color I chose. Okay. It just seems like a low opacity, but trying to go in and out between black, white, and pink, and it's not quite working the way I'd hope.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's turn off the sketch layer. Yeah, it's stylized. We'll let it be that. Oh, yours are so good. Are you gonna put the headband back on, or is that gone now?
The headband?
Uh huh.
What headband?
I thought, was it just like the shape of the head? I thought there was a headband in there I thought there was a headband involved in the layers of the hair.
Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, there's this belt. Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of weird to put a headband in here
Mm-hmm.
now. I mean,
Yeah, I just thought it was sort of like the hair coming, kind of coming out. The headband kind of like gathered things together at the on the scalp, and then the hair was kind of coming out of it.
yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, hey, if she gets too warm, she'll probably put her hair up. But yeah, for now, let's rock out. Let's go nuts.
Where the my mouse is going going very nuts. Maybe it's because the pen was on the tablet and it didn't understand which it should be paying attention to. I should be drawing other things. I've cleaned up my character a bit, but I should be drawing other things. It's just funny. It's always interesting drawing with you because we have very, very different styles.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, I watch the things that you draw, and I find some of the things that I'm missing in my own work, and that I think a lot of other people miss in their own work. And I mean, if you're getting stuff out of watching me, and you feel like it makes you better, I mean, that's great. I'm here for that, and I'm glad to know that you're still doing this, and I'm definitely learning from you too.
When I love this, and I thought this would be a really good thing, I didn't realize that the learning curve was going to be so steep for me, that it was going to take me so long to get decent at it, because I'm nowhere near where I'd like to be, or where I expect it to be, and so
you've got the rest of your life to get better and better, and you will.
How long have you been drawing on a tablet?
Let me see. (2006) was the first time I actively drew on a tablet.
Wow. Okay. So
the
20
first time
years.
that I bought a tablet, I think, was 2008. The first time I bought a Cintiq was 2014. So I've been drawing on this same Cintiq for the past 10 years. Yeah, and it's definitely seen better days. But thank you, Ian. I forget your last name at the moment. I found this guy on YouTube, of all places, that fixes these things. The big tablets, not the tablet computers or any of those. The later models that Wacom put out. Let's see.
It's my drum layer. Yeah, it is.
And I'm looking in Magma, and just as soon as I said Wacom, a Wacom ad pops up, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Wow.
AI is listening.
Big Brother is always listening.
Well, here's an idea, Big Brother. Why don't you show me something of a giraffe trampling an Amazon facility? That would be cool. That I would like to see. I mean, I'm not a fan of generative AI in professional usage, but at the same time, I feel like there is some amusement to be had from it. I mean, some people use it as a conceptual tool, and I'm not gonna get into a debate with anyone about the ethics of it, because it's like everything else, very subjective. I know what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do with it, and if that limits me from doing anything, so be it. I mean, I know what I want to do, what I want out of stuff, and what I don't want out of stuff. But I have to say, I don't know if you've messed around with Sora. I mean, this could be something interesting for being trans. Because I mean, you do Culinary Delights, you do Meme Diver, and those are fun. And I'm wondering how something like Sora AI would factor into that.
Sora is the music, right?
No, it's video. It makes like 10-second AI generated videos. some of my friends in a group chat. Some of them are video editors and such. One of them is my best friend. Um, they're like, oh yeah, did you get the invite for Sora or whatever? Because Sora was invite only at the time. And I was just like, yeah, I'm really not at all interested in this. Then I see what they're doing with it. Most of it was them initially trolling me into getting me to use the stuff, which I had no interest in. But hey, I can take a ribbing once in a while,
Uh-huh.
so whatever. And then eventually, I forget what it was that made me want to download Sora, but I did, and I started making like batshit. I can't say that I'm making anything. I started prompting some really batshit insane stuff. Um, it seems to have there seems to be an obsession amongst Sora folk for gorillas and gummy bears and things of that nature. Though Sora has its limits, like I mean, those of you that are out to make a fetish need not apply because it's going to disappoint you very fast. Not that I'm saying I do that, but I've read certain things, people are saying about Sora, and they're just like, oh, can't make such and such, and I'm like, well, look at where we're living in, bud.
That's it. Yeah, some of those things are good things. Like, yeah, there's a thing going around right now where people are using AI to make, yeah, illicit images of real people,
Yeah.
and
One of the
that's
things, yeah, one of
very
the
bad.
things I'm seeing too is I think these are Gen AI is of people fighting back against ICE. And I'm like, hey, ICE sucks. At the same time, I don't think any of these videos I'm seeing are actually real.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard to tell anymore.
Yep.
I pretty much don't trust anything as real anymore that I see on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to just believe anything you see anymore.
Yeah, I think Facebook is worse with the Facebook Reels that I keep seeing in my feed.
Uh-huh.
I keep hiding them, but it never like fully shuts them out. It's really obnoxious.
Hmm.
So Facebook Reels, if you're listening, and I know you probably are, stop showing me Facebook Reels. I don't want to see them. I mean, is that really so much to ask? All right. Uh, what color is her outfit?
Let's see. I am working on my drum kit. Let me draw my symbol really fast and I'll be over to you
Yeah,
guys real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. Of course.
That's not bad. Oh, I didn't finish my snare stand. Ah, there are certain movements that it just does not like to do, especially anything kind of
Mhm.
small or precise. It like just stops working.
Yeah.
There you go. Another. Oh. Is it really windy? Like, what are all these noises I'm hearing outside? I'm hearing a lot. Okay. All right. So let me zoom out. I think I've improved the drum kit about 20%. So,
I love it.
all right. I don't know why I'm picturing her in green. Maybe it's
Okay.
because there's the frog on the other side. Green or like a something kind of teal. She'd probably look good in something matching my hair there. The fuchsia too.
Okay. I'm gonna try to grab that real quick.
I'm getting sleepy. Ashley was asking me what time the show goes till. I'm like, yeah, Same as always, 5 o'clock. But
Is that? No, that's not teal. That actually looks like more of a pink. Either that or I'm way more. I'm way more colorblind than I
oh, there you go. That's good.
admitting. Yeah.
Um, yeah, you were talking about edibles, and uh, um, I have finally recently experienced those in a consistent way. I'd had an edible experience before, and it had gone a little sideways, um, and
Ah,
so I'd kind of stayed away from that. And I'd had some smoking experiences, but usually just got kind of crossfaded and had a bad time, um, and
right.
so I just had sort of written off weed entirely as it's just not going to be my thing.
Yeah, it's
And
not
we
for everybody.
and we got into some edibles recently, and uh, I am just surprised by. I know for a fact like it takes like 45 minutes to an hour for things to kick in, and I just noticed I can tell when it kicks in because I just all of a sudden can't hold on to a train of thought, like even though I'm like focusing on it, trying to hold on to that train of thought while the
Yep.
moment passes, and I just cannot hold on to it. It just slips out of my brain and I can't grasp it. And then that passes and I just feel a warmth come over me and I just feel, a little bit high. But
Yep.
that moment when it hits, just like I cognitively, I can't function for about a minute 30 seconds to a
Yep.
minute, and then it's just like, and then it just sort of passes, and then I'm good. But that first moment when it kicks in is just like is very difficult.
Yeah. Happened to me when well, my first edible trip was I feel like many people can speak to. I can't believe I'm saying this on a live video, but whatever. I know I've read the room. I know our audience. I wouldn't say this
What's
to you know.
And it's important to caveat this. It's difficult because I live in California, a state where it's readily accessible and
Yeah.
legal to purchase and to consume here. So
Yeah, and I'm in New York, and it's the same thing. But my first edible, and I think many people can speak to this. I went to 25 milligram THC. That it's if
mm,
you've never done edibles, baby steps, baby steps. I hate telling people what to do. I legitimately cringe every time I'm in a situation where it's like I got to be the old man, but trust me, do not. It's not a go big or go home kind of thing. It's not a competition. And also, if you're at a friend's house, ask if you can spend the night,
mm,
because depending on how you react to it, it's like it's different for everybody. So until you experience something like that, I mean, don't be making plans to get behind the wheel of a car. Like
oh gosh, yeah, no,
don't chance it. Yeah. Um, because I had 25 milligrams, and that was we were in the middle of Cards Against Humanity, and I started laughing at one thing, and this is another thing. You may not be able to control your laughter for quite some time. So if you start laughing like an idiot, it's okay. It may hurt a little bit. Like there have been trips I've had where I'm like, oh yeah, I just and then I can't stop. I
yeah.
literally can't stop laughing.
No, so my first experience, my ex baked us some brownies, and the thing
Oh
is
no.
like she's a really good baker, and so she figured out like looked online and figured out how to like get the most out of it and everything. So the potency was just cranked to the roof,
Oh
um,
dear.
and she is a very anxious person, and
Oh,
so
no.
um, she went straight to like the anxiety, like was like was worried about breathing and things like that, and everything sort of like made her nervous or scared or in some ways kind of upset. For me, everything that happened and everything that anybody said was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm absolutely busting a gut about everything in up to and including her panic.
Right.
And so that was a very bad combination.
Right. It's like you go from being yourself to being Butthead to being Beavis to being Beavis and Butthead to being whoever. It doesn't even matter because it's interchangeable at that point. And I mean, who cares? Because likely you do it among friends.
Yeah, it was four of us and three of us imbibed, and there was one that was sort of like the designated like helper, and then was there to take our friend home because we were at our house.
Right.
So we did have
Yeah.
the we
My
did
wife
have a
drove home
spotter.
that night. She was. My wife is a great sport, but I'm a lot. I'm a lot.
Especially when high to the point of hilarity.
Oh my god. Like I mean, I have a habit of coming up with music ideas when I'm high, which is
Hmm.
why, when people tell me they're in a band, I think that's great. I mean, I the learning curve for me to get back to doing music is so steep that I mean, it's like the longer I put it off, the harder it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I have a $30 keyboard that I bought at Cracker Barrel back there, and
Like legit
bought it
at
for
at
myself
at Cracker Barrel.
at Cracker Barrel. They had this keyboard, and I'm like, yeah, I want that.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, like I mean, of all the things you can get at Cracker Barrel besides food, I mean, you got the general store, so
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, it's starting to kick in now.
Kicking in hard. Well, I am hungry and about done. We don't have a lot of action going on in chat, so it's sort of up to whatever we want to do. Um, and so I would say we could cut the show and move on with our respective nights.
Yeah, I mean, is it possible we could continue this drawing at a later date?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, I love the energy that's going on with it thus far. I like the shoes on your. Is this a bassist or
It's that guitar's looking pretty bassy, isn't it?
okay?
So
So
we could do that.
yeah, our bassist looks phenomenal. By the way, the guitar looks phenomenal. The shoes are phenomenal.
I was
I
I was feeling
I
very Rob Liefeld there for a second, just going like, "Oh, I can't do this very well, can I?"
Nah, you're totally fine. I mean, honestly, Rob Liefeld would go. Oh my god, the proportions on his stuff. I mean, his stuff looks cool. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Liefeld, the person, doesn't seem like a nice guy at all. And
Oh,
also, his work is prone to ridicule because, well, reasons. But yeah,
well, I don't feel bad about poking a little bit of fun of something that
of
is
course.
uh an industry standard joke, an industry
Yes.
joke. Um,
Yes.
if he's especially if he's a dick, like
Yeah.
I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, he does have influence. He's one of the guys that helped found Image Comics,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. but so did Todd McFarlane, Jim Valentino, Jim Lee, and Eric Larson. So you're not the only one in that talent pool, Rob. Just like I'm not the only one that self publishes like crazy. You know, people have told me, "Oh, you published 38 issues and 800 pages of comics," and I'm like, "Yeah, look at cartoonist D Fish. Like, I mean, I don't know her beyond social media, but she is an amazing creative force. If any of you have heard of Finding D, that's DEE. It's a web comic about navigating transition
Mm-hmm.
and not even coming out because it's way past coming out. It's her partner, her pets, and the world around her. It's fantastic. Finding D just blew my damn mind when I realized, because I had seen a few entries of it, and then when I realized this is about a trans woman.
Mm.
How did I not know this? I mean, it's so good that I think if let's say even a right leaning cis person were to get it, they probably they'd have to be really fucking stupid to just kind of diss on it, so to speak. But hey, everything's subjective.
I love the idea of like working with opacity to make this like an acrylic kit.
Sure.
That'll be fun. I'll tweak this down a little bit so that I'm reminded of that idea because it's gonna have to be accomplished with the eraser tool because there are parts that need to be fully opaque and block out what you've drawn, and there are parts that need to show through. But yes,
Yeah, yeah.
that'd be fun.
Of course.
All right, Rich. Well, let's see where we are on time. Close enough. I think we've done a lot of we've had a lot of fun today. Got a frog, a bassist, a drum set, and a tambourine wielding, probably lead singer. I think that was a great idea, and had a lot of fun with you.
Yes,
Oh,
likewise.
Dark Lux came in a little bit late and is asking, "How are we both doing today?" I'm in great spirits. I get to draw with Rich, which is amazing. I always have a great time with that. And then before this, I got to play music again for the first time in a very, very long time with a fairly recent friend. It was my first time hearing her music and getting to play the drums in a very long time. So our first time jamming together. It's always for two self-taught people, and I, have not played very much in my career. So both of us had some nerves going into it, and to see how well we vibed together and how much fun we had, that was really, really cool. So like I'm on a bit of a cloud nine, so I'm doing really, really well. How would you answer that question, Rich? How are you doing today generally?
Well, it feels really good recently to reconnect with people that I loved working for in the past, which I've been doing since certain endeavors of mine went sideways. I'm not going to get into all of that, but I'm finding ways to go forward in this new year that I think I might be onto something, but I'm also trying not to beat myself up about it.
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, I mean, I have a lot to say about how I'm feeling, but to paraphrase it, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be drawing with Emily. I'm happy to be around y'all wonderful folks in the transverse. Um, I'm happy that despite all the things that happen in this world, I'm still here to maybe try to do something about it. Um, and reading is good. I love reading, mostly comics. So there's that too. And plus, in addition to my wonderful wife Stephanie, I have three adorable cats, of which this is one. This is Jafar, right?
right? Here's your good boy.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and I'm proud of you. I have started reading again recently too, and that's always cool. Uh, I'm not. I've never in my life, except for a couple brief periods, I've never been a good reader, and so anytime I pick up a book and start kind of getting back into that and reading at a decent regularity, I'm really happy with it. And I've pretty much read most nights since I picked this book up again, and
Oh,
you
that's
know,
great.
yeah, it's just one of those things that's it's really important to stay in the habit of doing and keep up because I feel like it's good for you. I feel like it's good for you.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I read 200 comic books over the summer. A lot of them were rereads, but at the same time, it it really put me in a much better mindset. So I totally agree.
So yeah, and unfortunately, Lexi came in a little bit late. The show goes from 3 to 5 Pacific, and so we're probably over time now. Oh no, we're still a
Four
little under,
minutes.
but we're wrapping up a little early. Maybe I'll fix up this little issue here with the curtain where I kind of over painted.
Mhm.
And we are going to come back. Rich said we should come back to this drawing again next week. We do need to add in, since my guitar ended up being very bassy. We got to add a lead guitarist, some microphones. I would like to add a full-on background and some spotlights. I would love, yeah, that'd be a fun next thing to do is to work with lighting and kind of refinement. As you can see here,
Sure.
um, my style is very sketchy, and I'm still trying to. This is about my eighth time drawing on this tablet. Um,
Hmm.
Rich has been drawing on it for over 20 years.
Well,
Uh,
almost.
for 20 years,
But
and so
it feels like more than that.
his frog and his tambourine lady here are significantly more refined and yeah, he just has more control of the pen that I'm trying to get to. So I'm excited to keep this going and yeah, keep doing this every week and just slowly, gradually get a little bit better until I get to that amazing level. I'm a ink on paper girl, so
Hmm.
this is a fun learning curve. I'm also um, as you can tell, Rich is a cartoonist, and I am a draw from a photo type. So lots of learning and growing here, hopefully on this show.
Yeah.
Stay tuned and watch me become a good artist again in a new medium. That's sort of the fun and the premise of this show, I guess. Every once in a while, I'm gonna throw in some drawings that I can do that I'm actually good at because I don't like to be this bad this consistently. So there will be some things mixed in here because it's like yeah, I'm like I need to show off my actual skills here, and that'll be mixed in too. So,
Hmm.
anyways, Rich, thank you so much for coming on the show and joining me. It's always fun to have you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
And yeah, we'll see you all. Oh, you know what? I'm talking like we're gonna just like keep this thing going. Next Wednesday is FFS for me. I'm getting facial feminization
Ooh.
surgery,
Okay.
so I will not make it to the show, and I will be out for probably a solid month. I'm looking forward to what I understand to be pretty much a month-long headache. So how that hits me and how that feels, we will, we just have to wait and find out. And so
Fingers crossed.
yeah, so I'll probably be down and out for a good bit, but stay tuned and I'll let you know. I should start using the Transverse Instagram again. Uh, it's just instagram.com/the transverse, and that's a good way to follow us and stay tuned for what we've got coming up. I will be better about posting promos and all that stuff soon as we're revamping and redoing things. But thank you for coming and joining us, and we will see you hopefully when I'm healed up, whatever that is. Love y'all.
Love y'all.